Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas, and we moving it right along, family. We got my girl Kendra G up. Look, as always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
I look crazy.
Are
Oh my
you
God.
ready, boo?
Hi.
Are you ready,
Hi,
baby?
guys. Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, love?
My name is Yaya.
Yeah, I gotta find a sheet of paper. Okay. Yeah, where you calling me from, baby?
I'm calling you from the DMV area, Maryland.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29. What you do for a living?
I'm an executive assistant for the federal government.
Federal government. Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two.
2 kids. How old are your kids?
5 and 4 months.
Why you not with the dad?
Mm. Um, he's not ready to settle down.
Or do
Still
both kids
wants
have the same
to.
dad?
Yes, same dad. I was
Okay, so they,
waiting for him to make his mind up, but I can't wait anymore. I decided not to wait when I got pregnant, and I got my answer.
okay. Real quick, you're so close to the middle. Move over to the side. Okay. Okay. Okay, so but both kids have the same dad, correct?
Correct.
Okay. One would say, because you have a 5-year-old, why did it take the second baby for you to learn that he wasn't ready to settle down? Or why didn't you require what you wanted before the second baby?
So with the 5-year-old, we decided to break up and not to deal with each other, for a few years. It wasn't until like 4 years later I decided to give him a second chance because he said that he was ready. He wanted his family. And I was dating, but I wasn't taking it seriously because I was kind of like, I knew that I didn't want to just be somebody's, and I'm not knocking it or anything like that, but I didn't want to be somebody's baby mama, if that makes any sense. I wanted to give my child something that I never had, which was having both of their parents under the same roof. So I kind of waited and just focused on just being the best parent.
If you only knew how silly you sound right now. You did it twice. You did it twice. This sound like a bunch of mumbo jumbo to me. I know you used to running this story on women, but when you come on here, you're not just talking to women. All right, it don't change nothing. You need to take some accountability. Look, something going on with her off the rip, ain't it?
And just building my career. When he told me he was serious, we were dating and everything, and it was going good.
Fair use, family. Fair use.
And then I got pregnant, and I recently rededicated my life to Christ. So for me, I'm not knocking anybody else, but for me, I decided not to go that route of not keeping my child. So that was a personal decision for myself.
No,
So
I think that,
yeah.
listen, babies are blessings, right? So, regardless of the circumstance, I think everyone should agree life on this earth is a blessing and a gift from God. So I guess my question is, what happened after you got pregnant that said, okay, he's not ready?
um, his attitude switched up completely. He switched up completely. Wasn't coming home. Cheating. And, I realized that he was trying to enhance my insecurities. When you're pregnant, you're your most vulnerable, your looks change and everything. And it was a lot of toxic energy from him. I had to personally just lean on my relationship.
I wouldn't believe none of this. This big fancy story she crafted for women who, seemed to got this down pat and this nonsense, this mumbo jumbo.
God, to remain sane and to understand that I'm beautiful. I'm enough. I'm perfect. So I had to let that go in order for me to continue to thrive and be like a strong woman and a strong mother.
Okay. So do you feel as though
Yeah.
it's over for sure? Because the baby's 4 months.
I know. Yes. Yes, I think I pretty much got my answer, and I can't force anybody to be ready. I think I'm accessible. I think that it's a insecurity thing where it's like he doesn't want anybody to say that they have access to his kids, or you know what I'm saying? Like they could say that they're with his child's mother. But yeah.
Bro, she still wanna be with that dude. All right, she still wanna be with that dude.
I just gotta let it go. I gotta let it go completely. So I know a lot of people are saying like, well, you should have waited to get married first before having kids. Of course, that's the idealistic, thing that you want to do. I was engaged. I was engaged, but the person wasn't faithful. So it didn't go that way that.
Why y'all keep telling us y'all was engaged? Like that's gonna start to mean something to us. Man, engaged is not married. You know when you engaged, you know what you are? You still his girlfriend. That's all. You're just his girlfriend with a ring. That's it. All right? You ain't nobody. You wasn't his wife. All right? And if you're going to have 2 kids with him, you need to make sure you his wife first.
It was supposed to go in my head. Unfortunately, it was very sad. But it is his loss at the end of the day.
Yes, we'll proceed. So that's just the backstory of your children's dad. Okay. So Yaya, DMV, 29, works for the federal government, mom of 2 kids. What's your zodiac sign, honey?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right, we got the backstory. So what kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking.
Okay, family. First thoughts. Nice looking lady. 2 kids. She's still on our baby daddy. She a no for me, but I know I don't speak for all the brothers. All right, the red flags jumping off the page though. The red flags is jumping straight out the video.
Looking for a self-assured man, somebody who has his head on straight. I would particularly like for him already to have kids, only because I want to know that he is a good dad. I'm not knocking anybody who doesn't have any kids, but I just don't want to be the first experience, I guess, if that makes any sense. I want somebody who is romantic and who's God-fearing and is okay with a woman who is self-made, because I own multiple businesses as well, and I'm opening up a salon this year. So I want that to be okay. I want him to be okay with himself, and he doesn't have a problem with a woman who has her own money and who's successful.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, I would say, are terrible with kids, lack patience, lack understanding, because me being busy, me having kids, those are my priorities right now. And until somebody shows me that they're invested, I don't see myself investing. Like we have to show each other we're invested. So being very patient and understanding, that's something.
You saying a bunch of nothing. She seemed like a straight drag, man. We always gotta get these up, don't we, fellas? She boring.
That is like really strong. Yeah.
Just she one of these chicks with all of these stories and got the nerve that they ain't even funny. They just boring.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I mean, of course I would want him to be attractive, right? Of course I would want him to be attractive. But I'm saying looks aren't everything, because there are the finest men, but they have the worst attitudes, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not really focused on looks. It's more of the character. It's more of like, does he have a relationship with God? Like all of those type of things matter more to me. But I would particularly like for him to be a handsome person. Yes.
Be a handsome person. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
So when it comes down to that, I would ask for him to make like 6 figures at the least, only because I make a lot more than that. And so I would like for him to make like maybe around that, maybe like 80,000, I'll say.
She lying. She ain't making shit. Oh, she lying.
At the least, but you're willing to invest in.
Yeah, she from the DMV, bro. All right, this a bunch of games she thinks she running. Bro, if you know how much I hear this nonsense, bro. If you only knew.
In other businesses, you're willing to grow. So if you're willing to like work hard, let's say you want to start your own trucking business, okay, we could do that. You know what I'm saying? But you're willing to not settle with that 9 to 5 or whatever that is.
Some chick with all these damn problems that she just ain't aware of none of them. Think she gonna run up to you, who she need, and call shots to you and tell you how it's gonna go and what the hell you need to be doing to impress her. She dreaming. She too old to grow up. She thought she was going to run. She thinks she gonna come in here and run this boss chick on you. All right, listen, some stuff you ain't gonna go for. All right, and when you ain't gonna go for this stuff, she gonna be talking to you like something must be wrong with you.
You want to create generational wealth, so we're trying to build like 7 different types of income. You get what I'm saying?
Couple of questions. So of course they'll ask, does the children's dad make that or more?
Yes.
Okay, so he already makes that. So that's what you're accustomed to. So just for clarity, if a guy made less than 80K, should he not reach out to you?
She capping. Trust me.
Like I said, that's my idealistic thing. Like I would want that, but I do want him to have in his mind that he is open to creating generational wealth and creating multiple different incomes. If he doesn't have that in mind, then no, there's nothing that I can do with that.
Okay, so you cannot make the.
So he need to have 7 businesses to impress some chick that got 2 kids by some dude who can't get serious about her, and you make this representation of yourself, and we know we can't get serious about you, and you still think some man should come and take you serious. Why? Because you cute? Baby girl, it ain't no shortage of broke ass cute chicks running through the DMV. I run into them all the time. You see that phone ringing like that right there that keep lighting up? That's them. They know I'm busy. They just like you.
Income requirement, but you have to be ambitious to get there with a growth mindset. If you're comfortable at 60K, then that wouldn't be the guy for you.
Correct. So somebody said my money's going to a broken home. So I just would like to address something. Understand, my family has money. We live in Potomac, Maryland. I come from generational wealth.
Don't nobody care nothing about that shit. They ain't taking care of you. You on here looking for some dude with 7 streams of income, not because your family taking care of you. So why are you coming up here and telling us about a bunch of shit that your family got, like some little girl? Huh? That ain't gonna do nothing for us. Or maybe you think this will make the man think you don't need him. You on here begging, girl. That's what you on here doing. You begging. Girl, you got talking about some dude needs 7 streams of income. Girl, I got 3. And you know how goddamn tired I am? You think I would go get 4 more so I could get you and some nigga 2 kids? You lost your mind.
As it is, my children has trust funds. They don't need nothing from nobody. I created my own multiple different businesses, BU Consulting, A&A Kingdom Suites that are named after my children. We own our own vending machine business. So I did that for my kids. So I'm not looking for a man to take care of my children. I'm looking for a man to have his own so he doesn't have to depend on what I'm creating for my children, and we can create something together. That's why I asked that, and that's why I asked for you to have that mindset. My children don't need anything.
Okay, read it down then. That's good, Kendra Kim.
No, bro. They spend 5-10 minutes explaining to you how their kids don't need nothing right before they ask you for something for them. All right? Listen, she ain't gonna remember none of this in 20 minutes. It's a lie. She just made it up. It's a story. Another one of her stories. know that she got a big story for everything. All right? They lies. All of them. Trust me. You go invest anything in this, you're going to be upset. I'm telling you.
That's for the
Say that
Kendra
one more
cam.
time. I'm sorry.
The Kendra cam is when you stand up, baby.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. So I just got off of work. Forgive me. Okay. I don't even know.
Why you look small to have a baby 4 months ago? You had a baby 4 months ago?
Yes, I used to be in a size 4. Now I'm in a size 8.
Okay, I'm like, you look.
Oh yeah, I can see the baby 4 months ago. What she look like ain't the problem. What she look like is not the problem.
Still small.
Thank you so much. I'm trying. My mother, she is making sure that we're in the gym every day, getting it together, honey. Whew.
Okay. Yeah. When was your child's father your last relationship? Yeah.
Yes.
Was your
Yes,
child's
he
father your
was.
last relationship?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Okay. And you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
When I was pregnant with him.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Being able to
I definitely wouldn't believe none of that if I was you.
be okay with being taken care of, like somebody saying I got it, because I'm so independent now. I've had to have this mindset. I would say a little bit of trusting, I guess, with people keeping their word. I'm more of an action, like show me instead of telling me. I don't really believe in words. I think you should just tell me. I'll show you, but I need you to show me. And another thing I would say is time management, because I'm always.
She did the Kendra cam already. Pardon me, family.